Hello and welcome to stream. Hey Miller, how are you doing? I know you already mentioned it right there in chat, but just automatic. All right, so this game, just continuing more of Hi-Fi Rush. I'm probably gonna buy a quick upgrade before I actually start, so there's that. So just a little momentarily delay right there, and I'm also gonna change the window resolution because I had some problems last time when it kept straying off the screen. So I'll do that in a moment. I have to admit something. Admit? Okay. Back to your safe. I'll always return you to the hideout. Okay, right back. Bye. Bye. Training? Ooh.
What else do you want?
Project Armstrong code, bandwidth upper management, temporal what to call it? We can talk.
So you hacked into me with Project Armstrong. What did you, see in there?
Actually, I thought it was strange. I couldn't see anything.
Is this another one of your "you're so stupid" chai digs?
As much as I enjoy those, no. There's no data collection in this code.
So, Vandalay doesn't care about me personally.
Unusual for a tech corporation. All this seems to do is input information.
This is all very suspicious. Right, Peppermint?
Yes, Chai, it is. Hence, why we need more information.
Vandalay upper management.
Crazy to see all the Vandalay top brass in one place.
Well, minus Rekka, you can say.
Well, she was partially there.
And you sure made that known.
Had to let him know who was in charge.
They are, Chai. Don't forget that. It's us versus the entire company now.
But they don't have us.
What? Look, we're outnumbered. Just don't forget that.
Was making some popcorn earlier. While waiting, I was trying to sway to the beat like your character before I realized what I was doing. Oh, you moved to a beat too. Well, in a way, life does move to a certain beat, so, popcorn machine pops a certain way. You sway to the way the popcorn sways. Pops. Temporal whatchamacallit?
Really cool of you to, hide the fact that you can teleport.
Well, while you were smashing up production, I was here working out how to do that.
So, how does it even work?
Like I said, it's complicated. Basically, whatever bond you created with 808 puts out a digital signal I can hijack.
So that means you can teleport me back here whenever you want.
You and 808 are the antenna, I just latch on. Doesn't work the other way around.
But what if I were to stand next to a wall?
Chai, just stop. Don't think too deeply about this.
Like, I was dancing, thinking about this character. Memorable character, huh? Oh, training.
Might want to give some of your new moves a run through.
But I don't
want you to
moves
explode or anything.
Wait, what?
Just kidding. I can set up a training room for you to practice. Let me know when you're ready to wow me with something cool.
Oh, I don't want to go into the training room just yet. I don't think I have anything. Yeah, I don't think I have anything. Oh, of course you want to do some more advanced training. Like that. Speeding things up. I don't think so. I'll have to do that later. Yeah, like he was dancing now, I was doing that. Oh. Flicking the elbow and all that. Oh, like snapping your fingers? Because I think that's what he does, right? Sometimes I'll move to a certain beat too when it comes to certain machines of life. Machinations of life. But of course, then again, I always tend to have my headphones on and when I'm not working, so I'd like, you know, having my music as a soundtrack to life. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, buying the upgrade. That's what I'm doing. Shop. So, I don't have... Well, I do have quite a bit of chips, but I wanted... I like healing. That's good. Shock. I want that tank. Let me get the tank. This tank. That does cut down a bit, but... Let's see. Special attack. Do we need for that? I can take... this. And then... I don't know if I have enough to buy a chip. Oh, I can buy a chip or two. Item recovery effect. Item meter eyes. Increase time and beats by stun. Partner attack. I think so. I usually don't. I have no rhythm. Well, that's not always true. Your rhythm is a little different, I guess. It just moves a little differently. Oh, which one am I buying? Am I getting the health? What do I have equipped right now? I have... Okay, recharge time. So, go back to that. Maybe health. Yeah, I should get health. Unless I can't buy health. Store also. Oh, I guess I can't buy it yet. Oh, it's the type. That's why. God damn it. I think it's the type. Oh no, it's not the type. It's because I don't have enough of whatever this is. Never mind. I should not have bought that chip slot then. Damn it. Okay, it's fine. Alright, we'll just work with this for now. No, really, you can ask Pokey. I'm a cluster. Aww.
Alright, let's get this over with.
Alright, next stage.
Alright, mission report. So according to the files I stole, Spectra is a multifaceted cognitive AI algorithm.
I see.
You know what? Let's keep tech talk to a minimum. Anyway, Spectra is an AI, and AI development happens in the R&D branch. And the R&D branch is deep below the island, using magma as a natural power source for development experiments.
That is not good.
Actually, it is. Being underground lets us potentially avoid security. Plus, the lava is actually a natural and environmentally friendly source of energy.
Okay, sure. Anyway, who's this guy?
That's the head of R&D, Zonzo. He runs the whole branch from the AI labs.
Which means I'll probably run into him. He looks insane.
Reviews from workers aren't too hot on this guy.
Hey,
He's
hello,
a perfectionist.
Sokka. How you
Scrap
doing?
and build until
Good
it's
morning
right.
to you.
You build it, he
How are
scraps
you
it.
doing
Creator complex.
so far this
But
morning?
that hair.
Or your morning?
Neural interface. His ideas are everything, so he modded himself to directly input his concepts into the work pipeline.
Oh, we're getting
Anyway,
a
you sneak
Hellsinger
in,
level.
hack his computer, download and destroy
Hellsinger
Spectra,
level.
and get out.
Oh, right, in hell, right? Because lava and fire. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Yep,
Jai,
plenty of lava.
Get there yet?
Ow. Yeah, I think I found it.
Heat wave. Of course, the level song is called Heat Wave.
probably don't need to tell you this, but don't step in the lava.
Give me some credit here.
Didn't want to take any chances.
Yeah, that's not smashable. Okay. Is this smashable? No, it's not.
We're on the lookout for any suspicious individuals. Human, messy hair. No need to panic, but if encountered, please run away and contact security.
They've been planning some R&D expansion in that area. Could be your ticket in.
Yeah, as long as I don't melt first.
Doing good, just sleepy as usual. How am I? I am doing pretty well too. Much better than last night. Last night I kind of wiped out. Like stuff happened, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of tired. Lay down, fall asleep, wake up 15 minutes before 10, and try to, stretch out, the joints, and it didn't happen. I was just gone. So I ended up just wiping out. And that's why I wasn't 100% last night, but I'm much better now. I've actually had some time to do the stretches and all of that. So I'm good for now. So, yep. That's it so far. Oh. Oh my. Oh, fight time. Have I seen the movie Baby Driver? Yes, I have. I absolutely have. It is one of my favorites. I wish I could watch it again, but I think it's not available for streaming. But it's got one of those really, really, really cool intro sequences, which moves to the beat, by the way. I'm guessing that's why you're asking me. But I actually have also seen, I think it was from BuzzFeed or one of those little, website things that they basically talked about how they filmed that opening sequence, and they also have it on maps too. There's maps showing oh, this is the street they drove it through, and by the way, this cut drops the sequence in another part, and it was good because I watched this with a storyboarding friend because she was looking for, I think, references of how cars moved or something, and it was just really, really, really fucking cool. And I would absolutely recommend watching that movie if you can, because it is a pretty fun heist movie too. But yes, the main character most definitely moves to a beat and requires that in a way. Reminds me of how it's filmed to the beat. Yes, I'm glad you're feeling much better. An extra rest is sometimes actually needed, and I think partially maybe it's my way, or the brain and body's way of telling me, by the way, you spent too much time not sleeping, so you should absolutely sleep, so good night, kind of thing. They're making a second one, a very awesome. Oh, yes, I think I recall them mentioning that they were going to make a second or a sequel or something, but that was a really long time ago, so it was oh, when is that happening? And I kind of forgot that it was actually happening, so yeah. But yeah, it is a very awesome movie. Especially also if you as I mentioned, since it's a heist, so it's really fun as a heist film too. Now I think the other sequences aren't quite as neat as the first one, but that first one really draws you in. So the point is, you stick around for it, and you watch the rest of the story play out. Oh, hello, dude with big sword. Okay.
You're not part of my crew.
Uh-huh. Oh, hello.
Try this out.
Wait. Bad guys.
that could have gone better, but the clear time's pretty good. Ooh, bunny. What's that? Oh, document. Art into service log. Part 1. Service robot log. Day 1. What is one I turn on and watch while doing other stuff. Killer soundtrack. Oh yes, that was a very good soundtrack too. I can't remember the exact songs off the top of my head, but it was a very good one. Day 1, 903. Here we go. First day in the game. I might be a service. Oh. Hey, Danae, welcome in. Thanks for the raid. How are you doing? And did you survive the spider train, or did it get you again? Of course. Hey, hi. Hi, Hana. Or is Hana okay, or Hana gone? Not again yet? You haven't survived the train yet? Oh no. That's too bad. Better luck tomorrow? We'll finish it tomorrow? Okay, yeah, so better luck tomorrow. Let's see. Charles, which is the weird spider train horror game, which I considered playing, but I'm not sure for the price. Alright, man, a friend told me to get this game. I'm itching to play because of music, and I will go ahead and throw in a vote for yes, you should absolutely try playing this too, because it's absolutely awesome. Oh, thanks for this. Oh, I'll give you the official Twitter shout out to, which is this one. Hopefully it works. Yes? Yes. Alright, so yes, this is a pretty awesome game. If you got Xbox or Game Pass, you can at least try it for Xbox Game Pass or Game Pass for PC. You can try it at no extra cost. I'm not saying it's for free because Xbox Game Pass is not free, so I just say no extra cost. Yeah, sure, okay, but once a week is like, yes! And yeah, it's like there's this, I mean, the character already moves to the beat, you might as well move to the beat too. But yeah, I didn't know that was cool. Yeah, it's available right now, no problem. But if you do decide to buy, the purchasing price isn't too bad either. I mean, for something that's pretty good and like very well crafted and made, it's only 30. You know, something like this they could easily have charged like 50 or 60 for. But it was like a shadow release, so it was like a pleasant surprise. So yes, didn't finish. So, let's see what else is there. Oh, there is another similar game. Not the same, of course, which I also playing called Metal Hellsinger. It's another rhythm thing, too, but it's more of a first-person shooter. So, for that one, that's a little more difficult because that one you do have to be a little more on time on the beat to properly deal damage. For this one, it's actually a little more lenient, as in, like, hitting on the beat will deal more damage. But it's not like, you know, they won't punish you necessarily for it unless you're really bad at dodging or something. So yeah, it is a pretty cool game. Pretty cool game. You should absolutely give it a try. Yes, no problem at all. As for anybody who may be new here, Raider Wrath. I usually go by Wrath, but Raider's okay too. I usually like to stick with story games and sometimes the occasional weird thing, but it's also just whatever I feel like playing at the time. Which may be, in this case, it's just because, oh, I love rhythm stuff too. So, this was just like, I don't know, it's like one of those games which are like, it feels like it was made for you kind of thing. This is kind of like something that felt like it was made for me. And I like it. I love it. So, yes. So, if anybody else oh, thank you for the shout. Oh, yes, no problem, Saga. Oh, yes. For other folks who would be interested in someone else who plays story games, Saltopi also plays story games as well. She also plays Assassin's Creed Valhalla. If you don't mind, giving her a visit or follow. I would most appreciate that. And I also appreciate you for rating as well, Dene. If there's anything else you guys have, like, questions regarding this game, I can try to answer to the best of my ability. And I am still reading this service log because this service log. Let's see, here we go. First day in the gig. I might be a service robot, but by the end of this, I'll be calling the shots. Sure, they have me posting arrows all around the construction site, but hey, people need to know where to go. First, I'll show them where to go. Next, I'm telling them where to go. Just wish that rock area was a bit more stable. I'll be around to do some stir in the background. Alright, thank you for coming and reading and lurking and doing stir in the background. And hello. Ooh, shinies. Yeah, the crystals aren't quite good. I keep forgetting that. Why is this pointing to the crystal anyways?
Looks like some explosives set to clear the rock formations.
Well, let's clear them. Help him in! Your turn!
Go get him, Shy!
Alright, so I bought the tank. The tank is useful because any of those health things I pick up that I don't use. Ooh, just fell down. That's bad. And I guess that's what it looks like when I fall. Okay. Oh, hello. Thank you for playing this. Alright, thank you for lurking.
It's too hot. I can't do it. We aren't even programmed to feel the heat. Fix the generator. But I'm tired. Why do they always pair me up with you? I never get anything done.
Oh, see you then. Yes, there's the tank that refills when I don't need help. Oh boy, the sliding marker reminds me of Elite Beat Agents. That's an old game right there. Oh yeah, EBA was pretty fun too. That was on the 3DS.
Sure, Peppermint!
Try this out.
Pick it up!
Hello to DDC. Must have rode in on Dene's. Oh yes, first time chat from the Raider. So you must have been on Dene's raid. So welcome in. So if you've got any questions about Hi-Fi Rush, I can try to answer for you. But it's basically a rhythm action game. You hit things to the beat, and it'll deal more damage. Very much like Metal Hellsinger, except Metal Hellsinger kind of requires that you to hit on the beat to properly deal damage. For this one, it's a lot more lenient, and you just try to hit as close as possible. Per beat. Overcharge battery with 3 gains. You gain 2. Overcharge battery won't disappear after battle, but it will end at the end of the stage, so don't forget to use it. Okay. So So, yes. What kind of games do you like to play? Digi? Do you prefer Digi, DC, or just Digi?
Not much but rocks down here. But sometimes, you gotta break the tension.
Yes, you're fishing. What are you fishing for? I can't tell what you're fishing for. Batteries! Alright.
Whew, you are missing this great view, Peppermint.
I'll take my air conditioning. Thanks, though.
Am I missing anything? Oh, what is that? Oh, yeah, that's what I need for the chips. Broken Armstrong circuit. Broken circuit used to create equipable chips for Shy's abilities. Yep, I should have done that. Shouldn't have bought the slot until I got some. Okay, that's alright. I see a fight. Alright, got heavies and some lightnings.
Try this out. That was pretty bad.
Shaking. Probably nothing to worry about. You did not mention volcanoes, Peppermint!
Usually that's implied when talking about magma.
Communication is important to a working relationship.
Well, next time, communicate to me when you're gonna mess up my plans again.
Workplace safety is our top priority. This volcano is deemed perfectly safe and harmless by the R&D investigation team.
I'm not done yet. pretty decent health too. Nice. I'm missing anything? There's a little bit right there. Oh no. Too many arrows. And I got stuck. Oh, great. Now we got a motorcycle lancer. Let's see. Perfectly harmless active volcano sounds about convincing as this huge growling dog doesn't bite. Oh boy. Yes.
We got a weird one!
Let's go!
Oh, great. Great.
Help?
You know what? Bad guys.
Oh, more bad guys. Great.
Here we go!
Let's go!
Come
Come on!
Peppermint!
Help?
Try this out!
Light 'em up!
Peppermint, come on!
Need help? Check this out!
Peppermint, come on!
Let's go!
Peppermint!
Light 'em up! Go get it, Shy!
Better clear. Not quite on the timing, but that's okay. More parts. Good. There's that. Lots of stuff. Oh, it's broken. Great. Is this breakable? Let's see. That is, though. Maybe not by me, just...
Yeah.
R&D service log R2. Service robot log day 11025. Maybe a bit over my head here. Got a lot of errors, and I mean a lot. Actually, I don't know what to do with all of them. Way more than I need. But I won't let the world waste. What easier to understand where to go? 1 arrow or 10 arrows? I already overheard my work being noticed. A lot of arrows around here. Yep, that's me. You know what? I bet that guy ain't lost. Word's spreading. Soon enough, I'll be there at the top. here? There's a burger, a pizza. It's a little weird, since they're all robots, they don't really eat.
Don't you think we have enough signs?
Of course not. What if I get lost?
There's arrows everywhere. Why not just make an easy to understand route?
Gotta question everything, you programmers. That's why you got transferred.
What is this do? Oh, it's a shielded.
Compliment! Your turn.
Come on!
I think that's for something else.
Here we go.
Try this out.
Guys, alright, hello. Hello there. Ow. That was bad timing.
Go get him, Jai.
Pick me up.
Let's go. Go get him, Jai. Light him up. Help?
Oh my god.
Try this out. Let's go.
Alright, CVD, sorry. Just timing B, alright. Alright, that's good. That's not bad. Much better. Alright, all these arrows and no bows, yes. Shoot, I just feel like they're talking about the pointing arrows and not, both kinds of arrows. Oh, that's a good one. Took me a moment there. Oh, the other thing. Part 3 of Service Log from Service Robot Day 1. A few placing arrows near the volcano, not safe, let me tell you. But you know what's even worse? Getting lost, not knowing where to go after you reach the volcano. I'm not just doing a service here, I'm basically running the place at this point. People look at these arrows with respect. Find one person here that isn't amazed by the pure brilliant subtlety of the placement of these things. The angle, the pivot, the subtle roll. This is basically art at this point, and I can't see anyone filling these shoes. Well, at least somebody likes his job, right? See, a chest. Give me the chest, please. like it. Nice. That doesn't look good. Look at all those error signs. And there's a downed robot. That's not a good sign for him. Alright. R&D Service Log Part 4. Service Log, Roulette Log, Day 1, 1355. What was it all for? All these arrows lead to a rail? We can't even use this. It's like I was put on this planet for someone else. Like these arrows weren't for me, but for some greater being. Those who come next. I slipped on a loose rock. Ankle ball joint is messed up. This may be my last sign. Better make it count. This is the way out of here. Don't lose hope, and don't get too involved in the job. I already sense it. My replacement. I'll be lost in time, forgotten, but I'll have shown the way, and that's what counts. I'm not knowing where to go after reaching the volcano hint. This hint, away, and quickly. Yes, indeed. Looks like poor Mr. Aerobot is done for.
Here we are, indeed.
Terrible, Chai. Just get in there.
Here we are. Indeed. Oh my goodness.
Since you continue to avoid my email, Zanzo, I'm making this public. No more budget approvals until this defect fiasco is done with. Full
Random
stop.
doll.
You dare interrupt my creative process, Roquefort? The gears are turning in my mind with passion.
I don't care about passion. I care about profits.
Ha! Spoken like a true money man.
Enough! Just help security with their orders.
Upper management doesn't seem to get along.
When do they ever? Let's just keep focused.
That's a really random doll of Zanza. I feel like that's a reference, but I'm not really sure. Zanzo's order request. Order request 057712, filed by Zanzo. Look, clowns, I don't care if this door isn't connected to anything yet. I want this entrance looking perfect. So install this door ASAP. People, especially Kale, come to visit R&D, and the first thing they see is an unfinished entrance. What does that say about us? That we're half-baked? That we don't have a vision? You only get one first impression, or two if my idea pans out, so don't make me look bad. /Z. So what? Oh, authorized personnel will do this. I guess the door doesn't open yet, because it doesn't. What the heck is that? Oh, it's him. That's funny. It's a cardboard cutout of him, which can be hit and flung into the abyss. Sorry, cardboard's easy. More stuff. Oh, and another cardboard's easy. Bye. And away you go. Oh, and another cardboard cutout of you. Bye. Oh, you're not flying. This one doesn't want to fly. It's okay. property damage. Easiest boss fight in the game. I'm sure the real one won't be so much of a pushover. I don't want to go there yet. Oh, it's a golden statue. Give me stuff. Here. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a new herb.
There are more of these than I thought. I wonder if I can find all of them.
Graffiti added. Check it out at the hideout. Nice.
Just get those security tests done! Now!
Transferring magma power to Lab 44. Access to AI labs restricted until testing complete.
Wait, I need to get to those AI labs.
I just told you. No access until testing is done.
And when will testing be done?
I don't know. Do I look like I work here?
Yeah, yes you do.
Yes, actually.
Look, I don't run the tests. Run up to Lab 44 and complain to them.
Yeah, if only. Lucille's Self-Therapy Journal. Journal 1 and last. What sarcasm. What a fantastic promotion. They put me as the greeter, like anyone is going to even visit this place. Not only that, they want me to push sales of these Zanzo plushies. Even these things are low-quality garbage. Not that we wouldn't have gone this route anyway, but if Roxanne was still here, these plushies would be top-quality goods, and probably be free. My self-therapy AI is telling me to stay positive, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that. We're pretty much doomed unless some ragtag group of weirdos decides to take the company head-on, or we get bought out. I'll place my bets on the latter. Excuse me, ma'am. Oh, we can actually talk to her. Another way in?
I can see the entrance to the AI labs right behind you. Can't you, sneak me in?
What's in it for me?
Knowing you did this guy here a huge solid.
For me, that's unquantifiable. Therefore, no. Chai, those models are known to be stubborn. I don't think she's gonna give.
Thanks for being no help.
You're welcome. If you need any more assistance, please feel free to ask.
What do you do here?
So, you're just sitting around here all day? For what?
I greet and guide. I'm friendly.
That's debatable.
No, it isn't.
Well, I didn't even get a greeting.
I acknowledged your existence. In this day and age, that's as good as you're gonna get.
How? Are you an old model?
Noticed you have the old Vandalay logo on you. Must have been here a while.
Yeah, I'm BK.
Should I know what that means?
Sigh. Before Kale. Before everything changed around here. Back when we were responsible developers.
Meaning?
Clearly me hinting at my disappointment in the current management isn't clear enough for you.
Well, you can at least pretend to be happy.
That's admitting defeat. I'll just keep hating this job until then.
That one doesn't fly either. Welcome to the R&D department. It's another cut out, but this time, one of those that you can stick your face through, but I can I kick this one too? No, I can't kick that one.
Rude? You didn't even recognize me.
Why are you upset? We are supposed to sneak in.
I just thought I was, you know, famous.
So humble. I'm sure your fans are all in Lab 44, so why not head there?
Oh, it's an upgrade station. Can I buy chips now? Yes, yes, yes. Can I have battery item increase rate? Increase time? Oh, that's better though. Shock jump. Ooh, that could be pretty good too. Damn. Maybe I'll take this one. Can I not? Oh, I don't have enough. That's fine. No. Let's take that one. Is it not enough space? Or is it the slot? It might be the slot. Yeah, I think it's the slot. I should have done that better. Oh well. Oh wait, I should buy something else too. Let's start with that.
Alright, design and prototype constructed to spec. God. Looks like a volunteer has entered the lab. Oh, about time. Test volunteer, please enter the chamber. With haste!
Zanzo isn't letting me go home until I fix this bug causing the barriers to deliver. But I shouldn't be complaining. At least I'm not getting shot at to test my results.
Here are your technology test results. Area technology upgrade. You successfully enhanced barriers to resist friendly fire, attacks, rain, and occasional oil attacks. Comments. I noticed there's no off feature on personal barriers, thus prohibiting barrier type units from personally shutting them off. This makes for some very awkward situations, like being unable to wash hands in sanitary. Small doorways are also high-risk scenarios.
Why do I get the impossible tasks? Toughening up the Saber units? That'll happen. Well, at least watching it fail is enjoyable.
Punch to the face test results. Punch to the face test 000. Punch to the face test continues to be effective. Improving SBR units can successfully get punched in the face. Comments. Being the first test we've ever commissioned, I find it strange we have it running on loop this long. We aren't learning anything new here. The sadistic part of my circuitry wants to strike the last comment from the record. Watching this thing fly is hilarious, and any visitors to the lab seem to love it. We need more data. Let's continue the test. Somebody enjoys punching others in the face. I mean, it is pretty funny, I guess. Oh, wait, stuff. Is this breakable? No, it's not.
Rocket!
Electric reverb core piece. Core pieces. Okay, that's not very good. That is corner. Other side. No.
Oh, you must be the test subject Mr. Zonzo mentioned. Please proceed. And don't worry, all insurance paperwork will be handled after the tests.
See anything else that looks breakable. That sounds
Test
dangerous.
subject unidentified. Why is the image scrambled? Something's overwriting our cameras to 40p. It's unviewable.
Ah, just get this over with. Activate the security lasers.
Oh, great.
Just call me in. I can help.
No, wait. I got an idea.
It's probably a dumb one.
Hey, it's been a while, but Chai's back with something new. The parry.
Exactly.
If you parry exactly at the time of an enemy's attack, you can knock the energy back at him.
Stay on beat, and I don't need to run.
You said it best. How about we give it a try? Look at this little guy. Don't worry. It'll tell you how many times he's gonna hit you. First we'll see and hear the timing. Then it's your turn to parry it back.
Drones will visualize the timing for their attacks. If your pattern and see the timing that appears above them, an enemy will follow with an attack and see the timing. You know the attack will begin when the two circles overlap to signify the attack phase which is only not hits.
Here's how it should go.
Oh, okay. So it's an outward step first. Remember the timing on the enemy faces, the lead will appear the next time you pull it back.
Now you give it a try.
Okay.
Bring it on.
Not bad, but you're gonna want to master this to stay on top. All right, how about we get back to it?
That was
Why,
pretty
did you
quick.
just black out?
Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Watch this.
Accuracy test initialized. It exploded. That's not the design. I added it in. Failure is so embarrassing, it self-destructs. Try again.
Oh, okay. So the burst is only for the first one.
You okay?
Getting the hang of this.
My accuracy code is flawless.
Apparently not.
Hey, subject, well done. Your gift basket is in the next room.
Gift basket.
Sounds like a trap.
It's
But
definitely
what
a
if
trap.
it really is a gift basket?
It's a trap, dude. It's always a trap.
Another day, another mess that needs to be cleaned up. The cost of progress, it looks like. This is gonna be bad for morale. Can't see anybody liking this. Surprised no one put a claim in, but I need to take this to the top. We need bigger disposal chutes. These get clogged too easily. Someone might trip on these things, get hurt, can almost see the lawsuit.
There is so much oil.
You're damn right. And all this oil means one slippery slope. But I'll get on top of this.
Still don't know who these guys are supposed to reference. Evil Within? Also, still don't see any Ghostwire references either.
Fix the image. I want to see who our test subject is. I'm locked down. It's a hack. So unhack it.
Peppermint? Is that you?
For once, I'm not hacking anything.
Sanzo catches us downing anything other than his energy drink, he goes ballistic. I'm not about to get yelled at on my one breaking move.
I think they're a reference to the Evil Within, which sounds reasonable, but I haven't played Within yet, or the second one. Maybe I should, or maybe I won't, because it is a survival horror.
Don't spill my drink!
And that's a lot of drinks. Talk to you in a moment. What test is this? Swords? Blades? Can't tell. It's a gun. Alright. Offensive capabilities test. Weaponry test. Accuracy and damage test continues. Although Vandelay has yet to outwardly fly, our robots have offensive capabilities. We continue to monitor their use against other robots. Comments. Test SBR unit has successfully been calibrated to memory reset every 5 seconds, therefore rendering its response genuine and preventing complaints after repeated testing. Oh, there's more batteries in there.
Oh, hello there. Did they tell you I would handle your insurance forms? I'm just getting them ready. Please return after finishing the second test.
Right.
Oh, well. It's finally my chance. My time to shine. I wonder what they have in store for me this time.
Oh, hello there, friend. They want me in the training room soon. I'm so excited.
If I were you, I'd find a way out of here.
Nonsense. But anyway, it seems like you have a new skill. Maybe you call it a parry.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
This is where things get really fun, but a bit challenging. Parrying is key for staying on the edge of battle. You'll be able to knock back attacks and push your rhythm gauge higher while staying on the attack. But a parry has very strict timing. You'll really have to press the button on the beat for it to work.
Yeah, that's gonna be a challenge.
I may need some practice.
If you had a training room in a hideout, that would be a good place to practice. But
Which
don't
I
be
should
afraid
do.
to fail once in a while.
Yeah, I should do that. Oh, another cardboard. Hey. Oh, it's on the floor. Oh, that was fun. Alright, that's enough of that.
Please, step into the center of the room for your prize.
Am I already in the set? Oh. It's safe here with a giant yellow X. That's definitely not a trap, right? It's definitely a trap.
Oh man, they fell for it.
I mean, like, really.
This subject is an idiot.
Very perceptive, Sanzo.
Those laser drones were Corsica's design, but no one messes with my experiments. You'll be a nice punching bag for my babies.
Great. Alright. Yeah. Basic.
Regular enemies won't visualize their attacks, but they can all be parried. Just parry exactly when their attack strikes.
Ah, got you! Just as planned.
I'm gonna die because I can't do this. Yeah, I get it.
Sucks.
Okay.
Please, step into the center of the room for your prize. Oh, man, they fell for it. This subject is an idiot.
Very perceptive, Sanzo.
Those laser drones were Corsica's design, but no one messes with my experiments. You'll be a nice punching bag for my babies.
Regular enemies won't visualize their attacks, but they can all be parried. Just parry exactly when their attack strikes.
Effective! Blow these up and send more in.
Some attacks hit multiple times. You'll need to parry all of them to succeed.
Oh god, really? Okay, successful parry of strong enemies can break the stun gauge much faster than its attack. However, strong enemies have multiple hit attacks that require multiple hits specifically.
Such perfection of design. That sounded like it hurt.
Nice, Chai.
I'm actually impressed. Now, I want to see how far this goes.
I can't believe I actually did that, but I think it helped when I closed my eyes a little bit. Oh jeez, it's like fishing in Animal Crossing where I don't use sight for that.
Hacks everywhere! It won't let me open the door! Maybe we should find this hacker and give them your job.
Chai? A private mail just came to me. Use the side route?
Oh yes, I think
What is going on here?
For the first time, I am as confused as you.
Okay, cool. That's a completed one. For once. Let's see, that's the steel shield. Alright, what's this?
They sent me here to fix this mess, but it's just so entertaining. Look at it, trying to get out. Such a feeble mind.
Barrier umbrella test. There continue to be flaws in the barrier umbrella test. The Senko unit continues to purposely exploit barrier technology to trap its participants rather than cover them. Apparently, this is an inherent flaw in the robot's personality, officially recorded as being super weird. Comments. Perhaps equipping the companion robot Senko series with an emotionally unstable AI does not fit with its intended purpose. I dread bringing this up since the unstable AI profile was deemed hilarious, actual quote, from Zanzo himself.
Oh, what? Are you a test subject? It has been quite a while since we've seen anyone in Chamber 3.
That's not very reassuring, but okay. That's Chamber 3. Okay. Oh, another trap.
You've
Hooray.
done well when focusing. But how about a real throwdown? This is all pretty expensive, Sir Dewey. I want this, so do it!
Pick it up!
Come on!
Remove those security lasers here!
These guys again.
How are we not winning? Because you keep changing what you want. Enough questions. More enemies.
Oh,
Actually, they're not enemies, but they're on our side. Shut up!
Not looking good.
that's bad.
Pick me up!
Oh, that's...
We haven't done field testing. This is the test.
Okay. Oh, okay, it's a buzzsaw guy. Okay.
Here's one of my new ones, and it's hiding a little secret.
Some enemies have a stronger stun gauge. It takes a while to break them. And rule with regular attacks.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Need help?
Didn't my inner voice tell me about this?
No, I haven't yet.
Go on.
Enraged enemies will pull you into an attack that can only be parried.
Oh, great.
Look for the timing and parry back for a chance to take them out in one hit.
Right, okay. Using the parry timing and then sword to upgrade the attack back up. You will perform successfully and land each hit at the end of any button. Just right. Oh, fuck. And that actually happened that first try. Okay, nice. Don't know if I could do that again, but that was nice.
Testing. You've earned my respect, whoever you are. We actually got some good data. Is that all you programmers care about? Let's go. We're done here.
Mini guitar, yeah, you can actually see it.
Well,
not
I
in
don't
this
know how,
phase,
but
I think
you
in
survived that.
If this doesn't get me in the lab, I'm quitting.
Yeah, but I'm still wondering, who was helping us
Also
out with
nice
all
to
that
know. Thank
hacking
you,
back
thank you.
there?
I didn't feel like help. More like someone was just messing with Zanzo.
Thank you very much. Alright, oh hey, look, a little congratulations party. Thank you for your service. Volunteer? Cooperation. Okay. Hello. Yay, you survived.
Wow, someone survived. Well, my job here is done.
You can go home now, maybe?
I can't even remember how long I've been waiting. Well, at least I can take a break now.
Yeah, go home. Punch? Cupcake? What is that? Oh, an attack rate. You can attack unlocked. Air guitar is now available to purchase. Enraged enemies. I gotta remember that. That looks suspicious. Can I climb that? I can climb that. Oh, there's one of those mystery doors that we cannot enter yet. Alright. Test lab assistance mail. Mail returned to sender. Test held at Mendeley does not exist. Emailing on behalf of the unit who has completed the test protocol. I seem to be the only one here, and dare I say, unanticipated. There are no signs of any robot coming this way in a long time, and the door to the next area doesn't open. Excuse me. I looked up the floor plans and it seems like there's nothing behind this wall. Where am I supposed to go? I will wait until hopefully the next test subject arrives to continue speculating on the situation. Please reply with advice. Yes.
that Zanzo, huh? Sure is something.
Yeah. He got promoted to head of R&D after Kale took over the company.
Doesn't quite echo the Vandalay image I've had up till now.
The company switched gears under him, going from helping the world to protecting their bottom line.
Thought that was another life piece. Ooh, more stuff. That's not neutral. No. This one too. This one too.
Just ahead.
Yep, it's another trap. Yay!
So this was our pesky test subject. Mr. Chai, was it?
That's Mr. Chai to you.
That's what I just called you.
Okay then.
I am Zanzo.
Yeah, I know. Zanzo, head of R&D. Look, dude, I'm not gonna serenade you.
They call you a defect, but I find your enhancements enticing. I must learn more about it.
We've tested enough, don't you think?
I saw your reflexes, but how about your endurance? Let's give it a go, go, go!
Oh my.
But enough talk. Have at you!
This. Oh, hello.
Try this out. Peppermint, come on!
Help?
How annoying. Need to do that.
Try this out.
Right, that was annoying.
Go get him, guys.
Not great, but okay.
A bit quicker than expected, but no matter. How about a brand new Zanzo original?
The buzzsaw.
New Z
Nope, not the
shielding!
buzzsaw.
That's bending. Doubt even you could put it into this.
Okay. What's your deal?
I'm useless.
You said it, not me. I can't even dig it.
There's a parry. Do I think?
Just as I expected. Impervious!
Chai, we need a different approach. What are you doing?
I'm gonna reason with it.
Oh, a talk? Okay.
Well, we had a good run.
Look, man, I think we have more in common than we do apart. How about...
Yeah. I mean, you didn't try flame either, so... That was a hard hit.
I've been looking for you.
Holy crap!
I had to continue once because I couldn't figure out the parry thing. But not too bad, I guess. Oh, ouch. Sorry for the caps lock. Well, it's a reasonable response, actually, considering that he got punched really hard, that he flew through several walls and a floor, or 2 or 3, so yeah. True.
Previously on Hi-Fi Rush.
Yep, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I've been looking for you.
Holy crap!
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to frighten you, little guy.
Goggles make you come on strong, sir. Your plans, young man, often seem to fail. Perhaps you lack the leadership qualities you think you have.
That's my buddy Cinnamon, a psych AI. Tells the truth no matter how much it hurts.
This is surprisingly entertaining.
Kai, don't be dead! Macaron, I presume?
Peppermint! Wonderful to finally meet you in person.
Sir Macaron said expressions make me less off-putting.
What the hell is happening?
Chai, meet Macaron, my man on the inside. Wait, was that you hacking the test labs?
Just my way of showing who's boss.
But he works for Vandelay.
Yeah, used to be the head of R&D under Roxanne Vandelay. Then Kel brought in his crew and now this Spectra.
A disgruntled employee.
But this place is my whole life. I wanted to do something. And I realized I can. From the inside.
I will say, you may have to do more than just pick on Zanzo.
Yeah, I mean, we already have our hacker.
I was thinking of a non-violent solution.
Against those robots that just tried to kill me?
Oh.
Something big is going down, Macaron. We've got to be proactive.
But fighting isn't my style.
Then why do you have a punching bag?
Sometimes work gets a bit stressful, knowing who took everything from me.
You mean that guy?
Zanzo!
If they don't make some 808 merch, they'd be seriously missing out. Yeah, they would indeed.
That wall was
I mean,
made
imagine
with
like
Z-shielding.
a plush or something.
Oh no.
It's very cute and very
Does that mean I have to fight?
squishy.
I believe it does, sir.
Or a figure
John,
or something.
Before heading out, mind coming over here?
Deflector. Oh, okay. Deflector, Golden Boy. He wants to be the statues. He's so hot right now. Is that passing? Oh, this is a break. Okay. So this would be moving on to the next stage. Oh, can't pet the kitty this time. But I guess we're just kind of the middle grounds. Yes, that's what I was thinking. A plush full, both in full cat form and in the sphere form would be cool. Yes, yes. Oh, the sphere form would be very adorable, especially if they use that micro bead. No, not the micro beads. The mochi, quote mochi filling. It's very squishy and soft. Well, actually, any of the plush and the mochi filling would be very soft. Adorable. Why are you here?
Okay, I want answers. I dodge volcanoes coming here, and you just waltz right in?
Waltz? I ran here.
So what you're saying is, you were worried about me?
What? No, it was more a general concern for the state of things.
So I'm assuming you were one step behind me because you thought I would blow it?
No. I mean, not to that level, but it was good I was close by.
So you knew Macaroon.
Let me guess. The insider you've been talking to this whole time is Macaron.
So you can put the pieces together.
Why wouldn't you just tell me?
Do I need to remind you?
Of...
You never listening to me? You telling the entire company heads our plans?
Those were slip-ups.
Well, I didn't need another one of those.
You know, if they don't make it official, I'm sure someone will make an 808 plushie. I mean, there's already, like, you know, fans talking about, hey, we should 808 should totally be, like, the Microsoft, mascot, or a Microsoft mascot. Really? That's the one image he has, like, plastered all over the screen? Just that moment is he gets punched. Talk. Psych robot.
Honestly, I don't even know where to begin with you. Psych robot? For what?
Sir Macaron programmed me to analyze his creation since his exile from development. But my analysis leads me to a conclusion that he was merely lonely.
Macaron's a friendly guy. You'd think he'd be more popular around here.
Sir Macaron is shy, non-confrontational, and what I would categorize as a worrywart.
Why not try helping him out?
Oh dear no. My job is to inform. It is for the individual to change.
He keeps quick changing his expressions by drawing.
So I gotta ask. Cinnamon. What does it stand for?
Oh, Mr. Chai, isn't it obvious?
Of course it is. I just want to confirm it with you.
I can see you truly have no idea. How sad. Sir Macaron designed me as a consciousness review allocation personnel. Hence, Cinnamon.
But that doesn't... Actually, it even...
No need to dwell on names. Unfortunately, not all of us can have a very common and usual name like you, Mr. Chai.
Might try to crochet a spherical 808 plushie at some point. Oh, that would be adorable! Would love to see that. Do post that if you do. Of course. Spherical. Maybe one can also bake things that are very spherical. There can also be sphere 808. Mochi? Cookies? Bow. What's... Fudge? I think fudge works too.
Hey there, Chai. To be honest, I'm not sure I can be of much help.
What are you talking about? You can literally destroy what's holding us back.
Right, I know, but just give me some time to get used to it. But anyway, look at this. Those chip enhancements Peppermint made for you are pretty awesome.
Already? Is Tech Talk like your #1 priority?
Well, it is kind of my job, so maybe a little bit.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I was thinking, why not add a bit more punch to those chips? If you get what I'm saying. With some extra supplies, I can make them more effective.
Please do.
A higher level chip needs more energy, so each level will take up another slot. But once you level up a chip, you can switch back and forth to lower levels. Now you can customize as much as you'd like.
Wow! This is actually pretty cool and useful.
Each intro level for a chip will increase its parameters, but it'll also add a slot needed to equip. You can freely change back and forth between unlocked levels of your chips. In addition to more chips being unlocked as you continue your journey, leveled up chips can really help you lean into your favorite playstyle. Just make sure you have enough space to equip.
I know Peppermint's got a lot on her plate, so I'll take over all these upgrades for now. When you have materials, come and see me.
Will do.
Cool. I still don't 100. Oh. I can just recharge. I can just. That's helpful. I don't have enough of that. Yeah, I don't have enough. I can upgrade that, and I can buy that. I already bought that, so it would just be an upgrade. Special attacks? Guitar ride. Here, guitar. Well, I don't want to get those until I get more slots for it, so I'll just stick with healing. Arpeggio stab. Another one? Pick up crash. Remember to do that. Oh, game tornado. Hold to release. Holding down heavy will charge your chives, magnetic and pull the magnetic to produce the ultimate guitar. It doesn't really look like a guitar anymore. The longer you hold, the stronger attack will be. Full attack will unleash multiple hit area attacks and will release the attack on beat for just time blows. Ooh. Quick beat hits. Sometimes you want to get in the face. They're quick. Quick beat immediately pulls out a longer attack that only commits to a single hit. One beat after successful parry, steal counter. After successful press E. Grab and cut. We'll drop some special items. Ooh, that's a lot. That is a lot. Okay. Directional parry. Honestly, I should be picking those up, but I don't know. Magnet caster. Oh, that's actually good. Always retrieve your magnet on the base, so press the magnet mode. Oh, yes, that was. There you go. I'll take that. Alright, I think I probably have enough time for a full level, so let's go. Hello, 808. Ready to go?
Alright, Peppermint, I'm ready. What's the plan?
Mission report. Our goal, get back on track to entering the AI labs. The good news, Chai, is that Zanzo thinks you're dead.
Okay, stop showing me this.
Only thing slowing us down was Z-shielding.
And I can take care of that.
So I'll configure 808 to call Macaron in.
Call me in.
I'll explain later.
Oh, finally you are rebelling, sir. After all these years of inaction.
Thanks for the positive reinforcement, Cinnamon. Anyway, Macaron's lab is just below where we were headed.
So let's get back to those AI labs and destroy Spectra.
Simple enough.
There's quick access back upstairs if you go down the hallway.
I heard a lot of banging and explosions from down there. Is that Mr. Macaron's office? Oh no, I hope he is okay.
808 firmware updated, and we should be good to go. Try calling in Macaron.
Using Macaron, switch characters with F. Select F or mouse wheel to select Macaron. Just like cover and hold Alt L to call him in and aim at your turn. You will have to get up close to use Macaron. Okay.
Macaron! Sock him!
Ready for this?
Get him, Macaron!
Better roll up my sleeves. Right, there we go.
Not bad, Macaron! First step into the wild.
Okay, it is mouse wheel and F. Okay, staffing allocation complaint. I noticed an overflow of projects being announced in R&D without consideration to our staff. We only have so many designers and programmers who don't seem to be allocated to each project's needs. My suggestions: rescope projects to fit around the needs of the company or each project's ideal size. Hire or create additional help with need. Stop Zanzo from taking every single unit available for his own personal projects. We have things we want to do here as well. Thank you. Wait, that's pretty cool.
Try this out!
Let me out them.
Okay, we're back at that, giant drill thing.
We can see that. Now just climb it, and we're back where we were.
Peppermint!
Try this out.
Ooh, hey, Charlie. It ain't Z-shielding, but I can knock that boulder out of the way for you.
Imagine it's one of Zanzo's security.
I'll give that in a minute. As he shines. Autosave private message. Personal note from Laser 84144. I should be annoyed at working in this lava pit. I mean the fact that they have to drill even deeper into the lava to even get energy running through this facility. Pretty crazy to think this is only a fraction of what Zanzo's planned. But I shouldn't care. They give me this cool drill arm for drilling. I can break through rocks all day, no hazard here, but it doesn't matter, you won't see me fall. Reclaimed audio converted to text. Ah! Which I guess means he probably fell somewhere.
Get up!
You cold? So get this. I was looking through databases for information about Spectra, but Zanzo locked out all employees.
So who has access?
From what I could tell, only Kale and the other department heads.
Guess they're all in on this.
But wait, Corsica, the head of security, seems to have limited permission, though.
Why wouldn't the head of security have full access?
That's suspicious.
Macaron!
Ready for this?
There's something else over there. Can I reach that though? I don't think so. Can't reach that. double jump? Let's see. Yeah, I can probably. Oh shit! Oh, I didn't make it. Alright, that's fine. I tried. Damn it. Oh, come on. I should risk it falling.
All hands on deck! I have an idea that needs all the juice we've got. It doesn't fit in the schedule, so we're gonna have to crunch this one out. It's that freaking.
Up for another round?
Yep.
Alright. Let me give it a shot. Call me in, and I'll shadow those shields for you.
Okay, macros knock back from your enemies, but also permanently destroy enemies with shields. Once destroyed, try and permanently can finally do damage to the target. Make sure to switch to macro by pressing F and select attack route. Macro is a heavy hitter and takes more time to charge than pepper. After using, wait it out or switch to pepper and time to more turns. Right, okay.
I'll fix you up later. Let me have them.
Okay, not bad. It's just the shield, that's the issue.
Are we really locked out of the pacifist route?
I'd probably say so.
Focus, everyone. Spectra Lab is close.
Oh, I do appreciate for whatever backup or column you have, its color corresponds to either its key light, so for macron it's green, and blue for peppermint.
Oh, hello there, friend. It seems you have been modified again. Is that another foreign existence I see there?
Smidge! Chai. This is one of my designs. He's pretty helpful, don't you think?
Maybe, but some of his advice is kind of an invasion of privacy, don't you think?
Really? I think he's just being nice.
Ah, that voice. That must be Macaron. Glad to see you in good spirits. I never knew Macaron to start a fight, but it looks like he'll be helping you out. He's the only one who could take out enemies Z shielding.
Z shielding is unidentified. G shielding armor, identified by its red glow. Without destroying it, Chai can't do direct damage with combo resistance. Use Macaron to break it off piece by piece.
Macaron's hits can really do some straight damage and clear the floor.
Alright, while surrounded by multiple enemies, Macaron is great for knocking back lighter ones, letting you focus on the main target.
Just be careful. He's quite a hefty fellow, and it might take longer than your other friend to call back into battle. Which might be a good time to switch to some other foreign existence to keep the attacks coming.
Foreign existence.
I love this guy. I'm glad to see you still out there.
My time at Vandalay seems limited, but I will help as much as I can.
Well, that was a nice reunion.
Should be in the next room.
It's locked. No Z shielding either.
Pull a Chai. Find another way in. I'll be right back. Cinnamon is trying to give me a personality test.
AR Labs. Close enough, right?
Oh, wait now, Peppermint. Don't get mad.
Unsympathetic? Hot-headed? You don't even know me.
You are only proving me correct.
Come on, Chai. You can vouch for me, right?
I'm staying out of this.
Don't answer that. Wait, there's something down there. Oh, more rituals.
We're not supposed to question Zanzo, but that whole 8 days a week thing? Even more suspicious. Why are there 4 Mondays in a row now?
Next.
All
this
right.
looks bad.
Wait a second. Chai, where are you?
AI was locked, so I went in the
4 Mondays in a row. Oh my. That sounds like a Garfield nightmare. That comic.
Look who the cat dragged in!
This cat's with me.
This is bad.
You somehow got past my powerful toys without letting me watch. Unforgivable. But luckily, my AR labs are perfect for recreating missed opportunities. Like this. Mandalay alternate reality recreation technology. Right. Patent approved. So real, it hurts.
Wow. It's like I'm really there.
I know. Awesome, right? Oh, now, show me what I missed. Plus a little extra.
Oh, seriously?
Come on!
It's too bright here. He has the advantage. Turn the lights down.
Mr. Zanzo, AR recreation like this is very expensive.
And with our budget... Quiet, lackey. Just do it.
This'll be easy.
Unstable! The simulation is degrading!
That's the projection lens. See if you can destroy it, Chai.
Lens is down! That was a quarter of our budget. Pull in some money from the yearly bonuses.
My bonus? No!
Oh no.
That programmer was right. It looks like Zanzo's burning through his budget.
Zanzo's immature creative vision prevents him from seeing the realities of development.
We can use this. With no budget, our development pipeline comes to a full stop.
Chai, goad him into throwing something lavish at you. Check this. Now we can see Chai drain the budget in real time.
Sounds like the budget, so it's play destroy shit. I'm sure it's destroy shit.
Go get it, Chai.
roll up my sleeves.
You got this, Mac.
Got 'em, Ty.
Here we go.
Gotta roll up my sleeves.
With everyone working at this at once, this data is chaos! I can barely stand. Why does Zanzo even want to catch this guy?
The one thing.
Turned off my leg power unit to focus all my CPU on my coding skills. I'm getting a lot done, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna make it back to my desk. Zanzo's making us work at 5x speed as opposed to our normal 3x. Let me tell you, if I ever find that kid.
In this room, aside from health packs. Nope. I'll miss these guys. Oh, another simulation.
Ready for round 2?
Nope.
Hope you got something new for me.
You did so well in our training exercises. Let's see if we can mix it up a bit.
This again?
Not impressed? Well, I just might have to throw in some surprises. Send him in.
He's not optimized. He'll slow down the simulation.
I don't care what it does.
Another shit. Straight.
Running.
Hey, it's the old one, too.
That's a huge dent. Wreck that budget die.
Get him, Macaron.
No problem, guy.
More shields.
Get up, Ty.
Here we go. Get him, Macaron.
Hey, it's the old one, too.
Macaron.
Got 'em, Ty.
Macaron. Knock him. Let me up. Yeah, this back.
No problem, guy.
Every programmer here and you can't keep it stable.
How much this costing you, Zanzo? So, Zanzo, where's your epic set piece?
Oh, you common folk don't understand quality. You just crave explosions. Well, if that's what you want.
We're gonna teach him a lesson.
Balancing creativity with realistic goals is the mark of a good leader. Clearly, Zanzo needs guidance.
He never understood Roxanne's vision for Vandelay. Just went along with Kale's demands as long as he got what he wanted.
Glad I don't work here.
He took my job, my life. He's ruining the company's legacy.
Well, let's say we're taking this guy down. Zanzo's lab is right behind the next AR room. Get ready for what's coming.
Bust the statue. Alright, what's this? Stop, do not enter. More shinies. Almost missed that beat.
Get him, Macaron!
You called?
Seeing all of this yelling and chaos makes me yearn for the old days of Mr. Macaron leading us. I hope he returns one day so I can once again do a great job for him. Mr. Macaron, you're here!
I'm gonna change things up around here. First step, getting rid of Zanzo.
Oh, how I support that decision. Please do a good job.
Your master. Development Mindfulness Checklist. A message from the HR department. Sponsored by Mimosa Sparkling Water. Remember when you are overworked or stressed to practice Vandelay Mindfulness. A helpful technique in overcoming unneeded thoughts. Step 1. Go into rest mode and channel your inner thought ship. Step 2. Identify your emotions and acknowledge how you feel about this problem. Step 3. If your feeling is negative to anyone besides yourself, remind yourself that this is negative thinking. Have you considered the fact that you are the source of the problem, or that there is no problem at all? Step 4. Whatever the problem is, it is definitely not your superior's fault. Realize the problem lies within yourself. Once you go through this process, you will have achieved Vandelay Mindfulness. Yeah, that's, I'm sure, very helpful. Get back up there. I fell down. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if there's any upgrades to get. Chips. What chip slots? No, I don't think I have enough. Pick a crash. Nice, a little more expensive, right? Precious Slam while airborne. Let's get that one. All for now.
All staff are on this, but the cost, are you sure? Am I sure? I know what I want, and I don't want to hear about costs. Just turn it on.
Okay, buddy.
Is this epic enough for you?
Chai, this is amazing! Look at that budget drain!
Still want a gift basket?
You bet I do.
It's all yours.
Really? Okay.
Psych! Gift basket! Also, whoa, I thought you would be bigger.
What? Oh, I'll show you. Let's see you earn that basket.
Okay, dude.
Ain't it, Chai? Let's see Zanzo fly too close to the sun.
Peppermint, come on!
Let's go!
Maybe this is more intimidating.
A little bit.
Programmers, volcano, right here.
Tiny volcano.
There goes a chunk of money.
There's that. Like these big piece. That's a neat piece. Volcano might be tiny, but it still generates a lot of fire.
Programmers, where are my enemies? Give us more notice. I won't decide when inspiration hits me. Get on my level.
All eyes on you. Let me out.
Battle area barrier code crashed.
Alright, that was actually
Go
pretty
get
good.
your gift basket.
Get your gift basket. I'm suspicious about the gift basket.
this out!
Come on!
Get him, Macaron!
No problem, little guy.
I've got it. 2 volcanoes.
2
Couple
volcanoes.
circuits flaring up.
Oh my.
Switch it up!
Quality and quantity.
Is it gonna be
I
3
want this.
volcanoes?
Bigger.
Oh, okay, bigger volcanoes.
We can't keep this up.
I said it once, I'll say it again. The gift basket is a lie. It absolutely is. It's a trap too, I'm sure. Oh my goodness. It is huge. Oh no.
Here I come, gift basket!
Oh, his budget's almost down now.
Want this?
The gift basket!
Guys?
And now I take you down. Did you want us to drop the platform? Was that not implied? Okay, hold on.
Fight time, right? Fight time, absolutely.
Get him, Chai!
You got this, Mac!
Hey, the old one, too.
Get him, Macaron!
Let me out of here.
Switch it up!
No problem, little guy.
Oh, you didn't. Very rude of you. I was distracted.
Get him, Macaron!
Hey, the old one, too.
I'm still angry.
What else you got?
It's time for Magma Mania. Turn it up.
Oh, come on, keep draining that budget. Oh, bigger, 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 bigger. Oh, ow, 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 ow.
Why not just... Are you telling me how to do my job? I'm just, If you're so smart, then why don't you take care of it?
I'm just gonna hang out right here. Oh, what the heck? Oh no.
I call the shots here. More babies!
Power through it, little guy.
Sure, Peppermint!
Try this out!
Switch it up!
Help?
Try this out!
Of course, Ty. Better roll up my snakes.
Sure, Peppermint!
Don't?
Back away. That was nice. Nice.
Let's go!
Is that a successful counter or parry? I think it was.
Mr. Chai has decimated his budget.
The lens Chai!
Mind if I join in?
Oh,
Let's
absolutely.
finish this. Here we go.
All eyes on it.
I've wrecked everything you threw at me. Maybe you need a crash course in better design. Ha! Well, while you've been dealing with my distractions, I've been working on a pet project. Something with unrestricted creative freedom! A mixture of spectacle and quality. Peppermint? How's that budget looking?
It's almost gone.
My masterpiece! Now everyone will see that I am...
Finished? Defunded.
Defunded?
Don't just stand there. Finish him.
Oh, right. This is all because of you!
And he gets hit in the face. Bye.
Enough talk. Now let's see what you have on Spectra.
Okay. Zanzo would have hit any information on Spectra. It's most likely in a password-protected database decrypted with a...
Here it is, right on the desktop.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. Spectra. Cognitive manipulation, regulation of mental stimuli. They plan for complete mind control, just like I thought.
Great!
No, bad! And Spectra seems to be approved for activation.
That certainly spells the end for Mr. Chai.
Can we shut it down now?
According to this, only with the passkeys of all the bosses.
Are you saying we still need...
There are 6 bosses and 6 passkeys. We've already taken down 2. We still need 4 bosses and 4 passkeys.
Then what are we waiting for? We gotta kick some ass. Cue the music!
The record stops here.
We know all about Spectra, Kale. You're not getting away with it. No one is washing my brain.
Cute. But you're in my facility surrounded by security. And you. I thought we were done. Yet here you are.
Shall I take them in, sir?
Yes, of course I want you to take them in. Why else would I bring you with...
Can we just one... Sorry, just take a second. You know that guy?
Can we do this later?
Sure, right, later. I think I know how we can escape.
Really?
Do you trust me?
Are we actually giving them a moment, sir?
Just follow me. All right, come and get me.
They just run. Does that not work? Oh, okay.
What now?
I assume Mr. Chai did not think past this point.
You won't get back to the hideout.
We're not leaving you.
They can't get the passkeys. No time to argue. I'll distract them. You go down, I go up.
Get back in at least 2 pieces.
I didn't know you cared.
I want that defect. Get him!
Activate security lasers.
Paying attention.
All security, report.
Okay, that could have been better.
problem, guy.
Sure, nothing. Pick me up.
Charge up the electrified wall. Close in on him.
This is where you run away, Mr. Jai.
Run, yes, run.
May need some help here. Pick it up.
Cold?
Here we go.
Hey, the old one, too.
Oh, ow. Not fast enough. Yeah, I didn't think that was actually going to move that fast.
Charge up the electrified wall. Close in on him.
This is where you run away, Mr. Jai.
May need some help here. Peppermint.
Come on.
No problem, guy.
Here we go.
I'm
Fell
gonna
all over
die.
my sleeves.
Yep, gonna die.
What a bummer.
Oh, this is not good.
Charge up the electrified wall. Close in on him.
This is where you run away, Mr. Jai.
May need some help here.
Ready for this?
Go.
Hey, the old one, too.
Shit.
Your turn.
Light him up.
Shit. Very shit.
Get him.
Working on a way out. Keep fighting.
Let me out. No problem, guy.
Come on.
Get out of there.
Broken rails ahead.
Get that magnet ready.
Intercept the target.
Ow. Shit. So little time there. Yes, indeed.
Uh-oh.
Nice. Oh my goodness.
Don't let him escape the facility.
Health is good.
Whew. Pretty rock star move, Chai.
Oh, wow.
Don't try to run from us.
Stealing my technology and then calling yourself a rock star? For doing what, exactly?
Taking you down.
Is that what this looks like to you? 'Cause no, you don't have what it takes, kid. Only 1 out of 4, Corsica? It's not a passing grade.
Yeah, Corsica. What's up with
He
that?
knows where the others are. I'll get him to talk.
When you're done, send them to me. I'll personally throw them in the furnace.
cost you big time. Rank B. Oh yeah. Oh damn. If I didn't die that second time, I would have been a rank A. Bummer. Oh well. Still passing.
Well, I'm glad this is all finally over.
Are you ready for another misadventure, Chai?
Yeah, I think he's still out. I think I did see a slight spoiler, but I will probably take this as an opportunity to take a break since it is past 1. But we'll go ahead and talk to everybody first.
Mr. Chai, you really proved yourself as a fearless leader.
Is that so? Talk. Reprofiling.
Mr. Chai, that was quite an amazing performance. So much so, I realized I mistook you at first and misconstructed your psych profile.
So, what's it now?
Instead of brashly acting out based off your fear of inferiority, I see you now act out of confidence. You are surely an inspiration for the team, and for children aged 5 and up.
Rated E for everyone. So, what does an awesome guy like me do now?
Next stage, Shai's talk. Let's do his thoughts.
When they make a movie about this, who's gonna play me? Or better yet, when they make a video game, who's gonna be my voice actor?
Obligatory petting and playing with 808.
Without you, it'd just be me without a robot cat. Without you, it'd just be me without a robot cat.
Yes, adorable. Very adorable.
You know what? I earned this. Might as well relax some more.
Hello, what is this? Is this the same? Oh, this is the documents. Where's Macaron? Oh, he's right here.
Doubt you need them, hero, but I got some nice upgrades for you.
So inspiring.
Chai, I gotta say, what you did was inspirational.
What can I say? Sometimes I even inspire myself.
When we jumped out the window, it's like you showed me how to be cool. It's all about living in the moment. Don't think about the consequences.
Words to live by. But hey, couldn't have made it this far without your help.
I'm here for you. Whenever you need me.
I just found a set of 808 Twitch emotes on Etsy. That's quick. Oh yeah, artists do work pretty quick. You should see Pokemon artists. Like the day, or like not even a day, it's like the moment they release a new one, or they reveal the new one, within like hours, or maybe even minutes, they're just right on. But maybe I'll take a look at those, just curious. Or, you know, when you get your Effie, maybe you can have them too. Or you should use them, because I think they suit you a little more. Ah, so inspiring. Shop? It means the same shop, right? Yes, it's the same shop. Hey, Peppermint.
Hey, Chai. How's our rock star doing?
Cream. What's new?
Chai, so great to see you.
Glad to see we all made it out of that pickle.
And you were the star of the show. Where do you come up with all these great ideas?
I wish I could tell you, but even I don't let myself in on that secret.
That makes total sense. Well, look, take a break, lay down. You deserve it.
Yeah, she's kind of too nice, so he's definitely still sleeping. Yeah, okay. I think that's good for a break. I could start the next level, but it is pretty late, so I will probably start my... Oh, wait, I actually should collect anything here. So, there any? Ooh, that's nice. Nice. Okay. Oh, that'll be. Ooh, I should have painting. So for now, that's all that we have. That'll be a nice chunk of change for some upgrades, which I'll do some shopping for. But in the meantime, it's a good time to wrap up. I'm going to raid. See, Lizard's still on, but she's pretty. She's been streaming for quite some time, so I don't know if she's going to finish soon. I'll also do the Espeon right there. Match. There's Cake. She's doing Culpable Lamb. There's of course Ronan again. He's still pushing for affiliate. If you have, thank you for the stream. Have a great rest of the night. Thank you, and thank you very much for being here, Suffer, always. If you have any suggestions for someone to read, I know that Timey's on, so we could send you to her for some ESOing. Or I could pick somebody new. Or there's of course Lizard too. I don't know, she's still going and I don't know how much longer she's gonna go. 92 dragons, wow. Alright, let's see if there's anything else in Wi-Fi. Still looking for information. So I'm looking on YouTube. Okay, cool. So while I'm looking, does anyone have any? Oh, I see Mackie's on too, so we can send you home to Mackie. Oh, and Espeon is gone. Darn. Yeah, we can send you to Mackie. Before, as I set up the raid, any weekend plans for anybody who's still here, and then also for anybody who's still here, there's of course my Discord for updates and discussions. Alright, so with that, thank you everybody here for hanging out, lurking, chatting, watching. Thanks to Nay for the raid. And let's see, next stream will for sure be Monday, I believe, unless there's like a health issue. Might be a possibility from now until Monday, but chances are pretty low. We'll see about continuing either more of Hi-Fi or just more of Valhalla or whatever might be available at the time. Still need to do the dragon thing for ESO. I don't know if I'll be able to finish that or do that, but we'll see about that too. Yeah. Weekend plans, anybody? No? Oh. If not, I'll prep the raid and we'll go. Looks like we need to hydrate too. Thank you very much, Salka, for that. It has gotten quite warm in this room. Alright, so I'll leave the music on since it's quite nice too. So yes, I bid you all a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good day, and I will catch you and see you all the next time. So I'll start the raid. Good night, good morning, have a wonderful rest of your day, and goodbye.